If your baby was doing okay-ish for a while and then suddenly turns into a clingy, hungry, fussy little koala, you might find yourself thinking, is this a growth spurt? Or did my baby wake up with a whole new personality? If you're a first-time mom who likes things to be at least somewhat predictable, especially if you're watching your calendar and thinking about going back to work, these surprise fussy weeks can feel like someone shook your snow globe. This video is for you if you've ever asked, why is my baby suddenly fussy? Why are we feeding nonstop again? Or is this a growth spurt or something is wrong? By the end of this video, you'll know what a growth spurt is and what it isn't, a simple 0 to 12 weeks timeline of common fussy phases, what usually happens with feeding and sleep during these weeks, how to adjust your expectations and routines, especially around big work or life weeks, and when that growth spurt might actually be a sign to call your pediatrician. Hi, I'm Cherry, a certified maternal and newborn nurse and your expert postpartum coach. I help moms make sense of the newborn stage using clear, evidence-based guidance without the guilt and the guessing. Let's talk about growth spurts and why your baby's behavior can change so much in those first 12 weeks. First, what is exactly growth spurt? A growth spurt is a period when your baby's growth and development jump forward more quickly than the usual. That might be physical growth, like gaining weight, stretching out, outgrowing clothes, and it can also come with changes in feeding and mood. During these times, your baby might want to feed more often, seems extra fussy, clingy, or restless, sleep more than the usual, or fight sleep more than the usual, feel like a lot even compared to last week. The important part, a growth spurt is a temporary phase, not a permanent pattern. Your baby's nervous system, digestive system, and brain are all doing major constructions in these first months. Sometimes they need extra fuel and extra comfort to get through it. It doesn't mean you're doing something wrong. It means that your baby is growing. Let's talk about a simple 0 to 12 week timeline. Every baby is different, but many parents notice more intense, fussy, or hungry phases around 2 to 3 weeks, around 6 weeks, around 8 weeks, and sometimes again near 10 to 12 weeks. You may also see your baby cluster feed more in the evenings during these times, wake more often at night, or seem like they have no off button during the day. Again, these are common patterns, not exact dates. Your baby might hit them a little earlier or later, or skip some entirely. The key is recognizing, oh, this might be one of those phases. So instead of we're doomed, this is our life forever. What do growth spurts look like day to day? Let's break it down into 3 big areas: feeding, sleep, and mood. Let's talk about feeding first. During a growth spurt, babies often want to feed more frequently. If you're breastfeeding, you might feel like you are the 24/7 snack bar again. If you're bottle feeding, you might notice your baby finishing bottles and still looking for more. This extra feeding helps meet their increased calorie needs. And for breastfeeding parents, helps boost your milk supply to match their new appetite. It's very common to worry, I don't have enough milk, or I'm overfeeding this baby. But as long as your baby is feeding effectively, not choking or gagging with every feed, and is gaining weight appropriately, brief increases in feeding are usually expected. They're not harmful. Let's talk about sleep. Sleep can go a couple of ways during growth spurts. Some babies sleep more, almost like their body is saying, don't bother me, I'm busy building brain cells. Others sleep less comfortably, more night wakings, shorter naps, and difficulties settling. I know, that sounds hard. They might wake more often to feed or have restless, squirmy sleep. You might notice some things like shorter naps when you were just starting to see longer ones. More night feeds, even if nights had calmed down a little bit. Extra early morning wake-ups. I know it's frustrating, especially if you felt like you're just starting to get your footing. Okay, let's move on to mood and behavior. During growth spurts, babies are often more fussy or clingy, less tolerant of being put down, quicker to cry after less stimulation, constantly wanting to be held or nursed. These can overlap with developmental changes also. Your baby taking in more of their environment, noticing faces, sounds, and lights more sharply, and getting overstimulated faster. So no, you are not imagining it. Some weeks are really harder. Now, let's talk about what you can actually do during these phases. I got some tips for you. First, loosen your internal grading system. If you are in a known growth spurt window, say that 6-week mark or the 8-week jump, lower the bar on what a good day looks like. You can say, okay, this week is growth week. My main goals are keep baby fed, keep baby safe, grab sleep where I can, and let everything else be simpler. That alone can take the pressure off. Second, embrace on-demand feeding within reason. If your baby is showing hunger cues frequently, having a normal number of wet and dirty diapers, and gaining weight appropriately, it is okay to feed more often during these phases. For breastfeeding, this helps your supply adjust. For bottle feeding, you might slightly increase volume or the frequency and watch baby's cues for when they're satisfied. Third, think about contact and comfort. Growth spurts are not just about calories. They're stressful for your baby's nervous system. More holding, more skin to skin, more calm, close on with you can help them feel safe while everything inside is changing. You're not spoiling a newborn or young infant by holding them more during a rough week. You are responding to their increased need. Here's where we bring in the working mom angle, planning around big weeks. If you have a major presentation, a heavy meeting schedule, a return to work date, or something like travel or important appointments coming up, and it lines up with one of these high growth windows, there are a few ways to buffer your own expectations. First, name it ahead of time if you can. You might say, this is around the 6-week mark. There might be more feedings and more fussiness. I'm going to plan as if sleep and energy might be lower for me. Second, front load support. Ask a partner, friend, or family member to be on call for extra help with baby care, meals, or school drop-offs if you have older kids. Prep simple meals or order groceries ahead of time. If you're pumping, make sure your pump parts and setups are ready and clean so you're not scrambling at midnight. Third, adjust your expectations of yourself. On a growth spurt week, you might not be the super productive multitasking star you usually are. And that is okay. You are not less capable because a tiny human is completely rewriting your body's schedule. You are shifting into a place where responsiveness matters more than perfection. If you'd like help in making all of these feel more structured without being overwhelming, I created a free guide inside my private resource hub for first-time career moms. Even if you're a little past that window, it gives you simple frameworks for feeding, fussiness, and daily rhythm that still apply through these early growth spurts. The link is in the description below. Now, let's talk about when it's not just a growth spurt. Growth spurts are usually short-lived, lasting a few days to maybe a week or so, followed by at least some return to your baby's baseline behavior, paired with normal wet diapers and steady weight gain. Call your pediatrician if you notice very few wet diapers, dry mouth, or signs of dehydration. Baby is too sleepy and hard to wake up for feeds. Your baby's not gaining weight well or losing weight. Vomiting that is forceful, green or yellow, or has blood. Fever in a baby under 3 months, 100.4 degrees Fahrenheit or 38 degrees Celsius or higher, or your baby seems unusually irritable or off in a way that worries you. Trust your gut. Also, call if you feel like everyone keeps telling me it's a growth spurt, but my gut says something else is going on. Your instincts matter. If this made your baby's growth spurts and fussy days feel a little less scary, watch this video next. I'll show you a simple week 1 plan so your newborn eats well and you feel calmer. Your job in a growth spurt isn't to enforce a perfect schedule. Your job is to respond to your baby's increased need for food and comfort, protect your own sleep, and support where you can. And remember that a hard week doesn't mean you've lost all progress. If this video helped you make sense of your baby's growth spurts and fussy days, I'd love for you to subscribe and turn on that bell so you don't miss the next videos on newborn feeding, sleep, and real-life postpartum recovery. I'm Cherry, and I will see you in the next one.